Welcome to McNulty's Book Corral. Today I am in Dixon, Illinois, and I am standing in front of the boyhood home of Ronald Reagan. And since we're here in Dixon, Illinois, we're going to look around a bit and take a look at some historic sites. And there's a bookstore downtown we're going to check out and see if I can find something. Here we go. Dixon, Illinois is one of the many shoreline towns that follows the Rock River across the prairie. Ronald Reagan's boyhood home is well kept and serves as a testament as to how a presidential historic site should be maintained. The people here in Dixon are friendly and helpful, and the town has a small town charm that is infectious. In the yard adjacent to Reagan's boyhood home is one of two statues of the 40th president. The second statue of Reagan is only a few blocks away and rests on the riverfront downtown. This marvelous statue features Ronald Reagan on horseback and is perfectly positioned near a flagpole. It makes for some great pictures. Directly across the river from the Ronald Reagan statue on horseback is President's Park, which features the third statue of note here in Dixon. This is the Abraham Lincoln statue, which is a state memorial commemorating the location where Lincoln joined the militia at Fort Dixon. It was here that Lincoln joined the militia during the Black Hawk War in 1832. The Black Hawk statue, which I showed you in a previous episode, is less than 20 miles up the road in Oregon, Illinois. Let's take a quick look inside the bookstore. Hello everyone, and welcome back to McNulty's Book Corral. Thanks for watching that little video I made in Dixon, Illinois, the place where we visited the boyhood home of Ronald Reagan. I love Dixon, Illinois. It's a beautiful little town. It's just a good place to visit. A lot of history there. The bookstore was great. So let's take a look at the two books that I bought. I bought The Storyteller Essays by Walter Benjamin. Walter Benjamin was born in 1892. And he committed suicide in 1940 at the onset of World War II. He was a Jewish-German essayist and translator, and this gives you, it's a very slender volume, but it gives you some of the shorter pieces that he wrote if you're interested in looking into his life. He was really acclaimed for being a highly intelligent, literate man who loved the literary world and wrote essays about it and analytical things. I've read very little of Walter Benjamin. I'm familiar with him. So this is a good little introduction, and that's why I picked it up, because while being familiar with him, I hadn't read a lot of Walter Benjamin. He didn't publish a lot, so I picked it up, and it was a good little book to buy there in Dixon, Illinois. Happy I picked this up. A little bit of history there. And then for some local history, I picked up Toohey versus Capone by Don Herron, the Chicago outfit's biggest frame job. So Roger Toohey was a gangster, a criminal, and make no mistake about it, he was a criminal who was framed by the outfit and sent to prison for many, many years. Even though he was far from a saint, he was sent to prison, and when he was finally released in the late 50s, he lived less than a month and the outfit gunned him down. This book was written by an ex-Chicago police officer, Don Herrion, Herion, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, who arrived on the scene as Toohey lay dying. In fact, here's a picture of Toohey on the back. The book is illustrated with some of these historical photos. And so it's another slender volume I picked up, but I love Chicago history, and gives a little more insight into the Toohey life. A film was made about Toohey, and he also published his own autobiography. So Toohey and Capone in the outfit, kind of a weird story. It's a weird story. It was ended obviously with his murder, and I don't believe anybody was ever charged for it. I think in this book the author, excuse me, in this book the author does name the two people he thinks responsible for the murder. So a little bit of Chicago history. It is very well done in general terms, illustrated, again, here's the picture of Tui. He's been mortally wounded. He's still alive. You can see the blood. He bled out and he passed at the hospital. So those are the 2 books that I picked up at the bookstore in Dixon, Illinois. It's a nice little shop. They have really good coffee. I know, I like coffee too. So if you get a chance and you go to Dixon, Illinois, stop by the bookstore and pick something up to show your support to independent booksellers, because there are no major chains left in the United States. It's all really independent stuff. I know Barnes & Noble is still out there, but they're not near me. And that's their problem. So support independent bookstores and get some stuff for your library. In Dixon, Illinois is one of my favorite locations in Illinois. A lot of history there. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you so much for checking in and listening to me ramble on. I wish you all well in your book hunting travels. Stay well, stay happy, feed your brain, and read a book.